Hey everybody, how you doing? Mark here, sitting in my dining room ready to give you another video today, and I'm updating my vlogging style helmet and motorcycle stuff because I'm now doing the 360 thing. So when I'm riding, I really don't have a camera up here on my helmet anymore. It's going to be in front of me. So in order for me to get audio to that camera, I use a Rode Go wireless microphone system. Okay, this is actually fairly decent for the price. I used to have a bigger, bulkier system, and of course the range was much further, and if you had an obstacle in the way, you could probably still get good sound off of it. These are a little chintzier, they don't have the range, but I'm really not walking away from the camera like I used to. I tend to stay nearby, but obstacles can get in the way. I mean, even when I have the sending unit in my pocket, it might start losing audio just going through the material in my pocket, or maybe the camera's behind me and the microphone is in front of me, it won't go through my leg. So yeah, it's one of those things. I'm still learning how to use these things. I've had them for a while, but I'm still learning. Okay, I do want to talk about the units real quick. Like I said, this is from Rode. It is called Go. So they're very, very small and thin. The receiving unit has a little screen at the bottom of the unit. So when you turn your power button on, which is up at the top, you hold that down, your screen will come on, and it actually gives you a little bit of information. And you have a few controls that you can also do as well. But up in the upper corners, you'll see an RX, that's your receiver battery. You see a TX, that's your transmitter battery level. But the one that you really want to focus on is this little triangle shaped icon down there in the lower corner. And if you turn the unit to look at the bottom, you'll see a couple of buttons down there, and one is dB, that means your decibel level. Okay, so if you click that, the little pyramid shape will go half full. If you click it again, it goes completely full, and then if you click it again, it completely empties out and is at your base level. I've already found out after numerous rides and stuff that I really don't need to add any decibels to my unit, so I don't worry about that anymore. The other button on the bottom side is your pairing button, so when you go to pair it with your receiver for the first time, that's all you have to do. And then on the side, you will have a USB-C port there. That's how you charge it. And then you also have a microphone or a 3.5 cord plug right there, and it comes with a cable that will connect the receiver into your camera. Okay, just letting you know, that way it receives the sound here, travels through the cable and into your camera. The other thing I want to talk about lastly on the unit is the clip that's on the back side, and if you look in there, you will actually see 6 little nib teeth basically, and they have a little recessed area that they fit into. So when you go to clip it onto a mounting system like this on here on my 360 camera, and yeah, so those teeth will go into those holes and it will hold it securely in place. So basically that's the receiving unit. The transmitter unit is a little bit different. It technically kind of looks the same. It's the same exact size in every aspect. There is no screen on here at all. You have the power button at the bottom this time, not at the top like your transmitter or your receiver, I mean. And then on the top, you actually have a built-in microphone, but then you also have a 3.5 cord plug that you can plug your microphone into. So you can have this part either clipped onto your shirt, and the microphone from the unit will pick up your voice. Or you can pick a microphone, plug it in there, have the cable come up, and then that can be clipped onto your shirt or your jacket or your pack or wherever. So that is it for this unit, really. There are no settings on here. There's no decibel settings. There's no brightness settings. There's nothing on this unit. Again, the clip has the same 6 teeth. So again, if you want to clip it on your belt loop or on your front pocket or something like that, instead of just having it in your pocket, you want to clip it onto something, absolutely, you can do that. Holds it nice and secure. For my first few rides of the new 360-degree videos that I've been doing, my sound hasn't been all that great, and I'm trying to make it better. So I've already ripped out my old microphone system and I bought something different. What I purchased now is this little microphone here, and what this is a boom mic for a headset. So if you're a video game gamer and you talk to people and stuff like that when you're playing, basically this is a replacement microphone that you can pick up. And last time I looked on eBay, this was not available. In fact, I'll actually put down here the little thing about it. So if you want to actually look for it, you got at least a title and some stuff to go by, because I can't find the posting for this anymore. Now, the thing is, the reason I'm hoping that this helps with the audio quality of my videos is that my old microphone was an omnidirectional microphone, meaning that the microphone would pick up everything within 360 degrees of the microphone, okay? Front, back, top, bottom, it did not matter. It would pick up the sound. This little microphone here is a unidirectional microphone, in that it's going to pick more of the sound up that's right in front of the microphone and not so much of it back here behind the microphone. So that's why I'm hoping that this will fix at least some of my wind noise. Now, the thing is that I still need to have a dead cat on here. Otherwise, it'll pick up that little bit of wind that comes up through the face shield, and I don't want that. So I got to put this on there. Now, the problem is that once I put this on there, I won't be able to tell which direction my microphone is facing. If it's going to be facing towards my mouth, is it going to be facing out towards the road? That's my issue. So what I did is I took a little bit of red nail polish and just dabbed it on and made a little red streak right on the face of the microphone. So when I put the dead cat on, give it a quick look, when I'm putting on the helmet and stuff, is that going to be the right direction? I'll be able to see that little red mark to indicate where the microphone is located. It's not pointed up towards my nose or down to the chin or, something like that. So that's why I'm hoping that this microphone works, is because it is a unidirectional microphone. So it should primarily pick up whatever's coming from me and not coming from all around me, okay? Now, the problem is that usually a unidirectional microphone is a lot more sensitive, okay? Meaning that all the pickup is coming from one direction. So I'm afraid that when I'm talking, it might actually overwhelm the system. It's going to be right here. I might have to figure out how to do more editing and stuff like that, because I have very little setting controls on my Rode Go system. So it's going to be what it's going to be, and we're going to have to just try it and figure it out, and hopefully I can get some good quality sound off of this microphone. Now, this thing wasn't all that expensive. It was only like 10 bucks. But the other thing was too is that it's not very long. It is bendable like that, so I can have it any direction. I can turn it, and so that's why I need that red mark on there so I can know which way it's facing. Okay, but as you can see, it's not very long, and that's why I had to buy this little extension cord. It is a male to female extension cord, 3.5 millimeter, of course. It's got the same tip ring sleeve and our tip ring sleeve, and it's only about 1.5 feet long, and this is like one of the shorter ones I could find without it being too short. I've actually saw some that were only 6 inches. I didn't think that was going to be enough. You know, I'd rather have a little too much than just not enough, right? So I ended up buying this. Again, I'll put a little blurb down here at the bottom of the screen about what this cord really is. And like I said, it is a male to female adapter system. That way I can plug my microphone into the female end, okay? And then I have enough cordage to where I can run it into my transmitter for my audio. And I can just plug that in like that. And then I'm ready to go on my ride. This, of course, will be attached to the helmet, which I basically just took a 1x piece of aluminum. I drilled the same hole pattern that's on this clip holder base on the GoPro, or on the the GoPro, on the 360 camera, and I drilled holes into that aluminum. I still need to paint this black, but now all I have to do is just push this up just like that, and it clicks in, and now it's not going to come off, it's not going to slide out, because all those teeth are actually caught in those holes that I drilled. Now my holes aren't perfect, they're a little off, so I made them a little bit bigger so I had more tolerances to play with, but as you can see, it is still nicely secured. But at the same time, the little piece of aluminum has those dual lock pieces on it, so I could literally just take the little piece off. I got 2 little pieces of the dual lock on there, and then I can just put this right back on when I need to. Okay, I like that. You know, I don't have that big bulky camera over here anymore. I tell you, this 360 system is really slimming down what I'm having to do. Alright, but I need to get this put up into my helmet, which shouldn't be any issue whatsoever. Like I said, I'm just going to clip this on, just kind of run the cords through, figure out where I want my mic to be, and we might have to play with the location of the mic a little bit. We'll see. Alright guys, so here you go. This is what my Insta360 looks like when I'm getting ready to do my moto vlogs, or even my no talking rides. I actually pick up my engine sounds through the microphone system. So yeah, that's the why I have it like this. Of course, I also use this for my hiking. And you gotta be mindful on how you set up your receiver here to make sure that the angle doesn't, you know, any of the edges don't get caught in the video. But that's what it looks like when it's all set up. Alright everybody, so I got my microphone set up on my helmet. I have the microphone pushed pretty much all the way to the edge of my cheek guard there. But as you can see, my transmitter is in place, and because of those holes I drilled into that little piece of aluminum, that is secured. That will not pull out, okay? I could easily just rip it off and have the dual lock, you know, come apart, but short of that, that's it. Ran the cabling, of course, into the cheek pad as well. For now, I'm just going to leave this extra bit of cording alone, because I don't know if I'm going to have to pull the microphone further towards my mouth or not. We're just going to give this a quick trial and see what happens. In fact, I'll probably end up doing several trials. I'm not going to sit there and take you through everything, But what I'll do is that once I figure out how I want to run the microphone, I'll show you the final setup, okay? If it's anything different than that.